Hi there, I'm Joey.
I'm Jacob.
And we are watching Star Trek for the first time. Last time on Star Trek, it was Data. It was lore. It was Data lore. And Data had an evil twin brother, which was super fun. Super fun. Great episode. Big fan of that.
I like the concept. I don't necessarily wish they did more with the sudden reminder Data isn't actually a human. Maybe we'll get there another day. Who knows?
Yeah, plenty of time. But today we entered the second half of the season with Angel 1.
Angel 1?
Angel 1. I'm assuming ship of some kind, I'm guessing.
But it matters. Just is it like spelled or like an actual one?
One, O-N-E. One. So.
I was just wondering. I like it. That probably doesn't matter. I was just curious.
It definitely doesn't matter. But yeah, I guess we'll see what it's all about. So, running into post-episode thoughts in a second. Be sure to join us then. We're about to watch Angel 1. We are back in Gene Roddenberry's ideal future. Women dominate all. Men are continually pleasured for their subservience. This is what he wants, and sure, whatever.
I was just gonna say, do you ever just know what someone wants, and then you're like, this is perfect?
I just get the sense, we joked about it during the episode, I really do get the sense that, I'm sure, Roddenberry took a pass over, each of the scripts as they came through. I'm sure he looked at this thing and just went no fucking notes. This is it right here. Oh man, alright, so what do we got here? So we spent all last episode defending Wesley and talking about how great a character Wesley Crusher actually is. And here he is, he causes a fucking plague.
Which they never explain how, by the way.
Yeah, so it seems at first that he causes the common cold, basically, which, as we know, in the future we have completely eradicated. And so people in the future are...
And here's the thing, too. So initially, there is, a sweep of, students who were all, on a holodeck skiing trip.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see... That's where my brain was originally it's the common cold, because they were all, in a snowy environment.
Well, yeah, and then they, threw the snow at Picard, and I was like, okay, but then I did also realize it doesn't really make much sense, because what is there, just no snow in the future? Oh god. Anyway, but no, I mean, it's what it seemed like to us at first. But apparently it's not. They eventually say that it's this other disease they haven't quite figured out, caused through the smell, through the air.
It's like when you're infected with it, you apparently have some kind of sweet aroma, apparently.
Yeah.
And then inhaling it deeply gives you the sickness.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. Funny subplot though, really funny subplot. As all this is going down with Riker and Data and all of them, we do get. I'm not going to start a count for it because I doubt it's going to be as prevalent as William Shatner taking his shirt off.
Likely the only one.
But we did get a shirtless Stewart, and if nothing else, he's carrying on Kirk's legacy somehow. So I do love that. Speaking of smells, things in the air and all that, the fucking perfume scene with Data, he's smelling the perfume, right. And they're
and it's what is this? It's got a artificial alcoholic floral scent, and they explain to him that it's an aphrodisiac for people who want to have sexual intercourse, and he's like, why would people want that? Data says Data to Yor.
It says Data Data and Yar are in that fucking room, the only two crew members we know that have canonically fucked on the Enterprise.
Right.
It's so weird. Really funny moment. And just a funny scene on its own, but again, also just one of those things where it's the show being as episodic as it is, I don't know, I think that scene would go a bit differently if we were taking the naked now into account. Okay, so fucking William Riker, man. This guy.
Right.
Oh my god. Jonathan Frakes is so funny. He he's not given great material in this, but he just he makes it funny in the way he delivers everything, because he puts on this the traditional male clothing of the planet, and he goes to meet with Beata, the sort of ruler of these women, and there's this scene beforehand where Yar and Deanna are watching him go to get changed. And they're just laughing their asses off over him the whole time. It's really, really funny.
I mean, here's the thing. He doesn't have great material, but he owns it, is the thing.
Yeah. Well, it's the fact that, like, he knows it's ridiculous. So, like, what Frakes chooses to do in those scenes is just deliver them completely deadpan, because, like, once he gets the clothing on, like, that's what changes his attitude. And it's really funny. And also, like, he had to know he was going to get absolutely nothing accomplished with Beata that night. Like, they immediately just start making out. It's really, really funny. But whatever. And meanwhile, of course, the rest. Yeah. Meanwhile, the rest, Data, Yar, and Deanna Troi are all, like, trying to find the reason they're actually there, which they do find. And people don't want to come back. Ramsey and all that. But it makes for some conflict. And I did like that the conflict was then elevated by them not being able to get back to the Enterprise to escape and having to actually, like, solve the problem properly down the planet. I thought that was a nice way of just raising the stakes in that moment.
Instead of just prison escape, which is still fun.
Yeah. How funny is that shot of just Data in the on the bridge by himself? When he's
it was so good.
He told me I need to get to the neutral zone before it's too late. Well, it's not too late. We can cure the virus before then. So that was
Crusher
really
has
funny.
48 minutes, and it's just shot of Data in the captain's chair, empty room. It's great.
Oh, that reminded me of the scene earlier that I also loved. Geordi, after Picard is escorted out with his cold, Geordi goes to sit in the captain's chair, and he does the whole, like, make it so thing. It's really funny.
It's funny, yeah.
Yeah, great. But also in true TOS fashion, we never actually see the Romulans, but we talk about them a hell of a lot. So,
they're approaching the neutral zone outpost, and we gotta stop them, but we won't ever see that happen.
We will not see it. The episode's going to end before then, and it does. So there's that, I suppose. And I suppose that was Angel 1. Not the worst thing we've had, but pretty far from the best.
Yeah, we've definitely seen worse. But honestly, I don't want to say it's fine, because it is fine, but it's, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not unbearable. How about that?
I will say...
Could have been a lot worse.
I will say, we do have a really fun title next time that I can't wait to reveal to you, but that'll all happen in the next video. With that said, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to join us next time when we continue Star Trek The Next Generation. Until then, this has been Joey Morgan.
I'm Jacob.
Goodbye.